Yours, Julian, on a brown note and a review of a latest Netflix film, The Adam Project, which is a sci-fi firmly in the post-ET family bracket with a modern edge, if you can call it that. From director Sean Levy, and he has done the Night at the Museum series, Free Guy, my fourth or third worst film of last year. And he's set to do the next Deadpool film by the looks of it. So not a good start. Starring Ryan Reynolds, Mark Ruffalo and Jennifer Garner. Always good to see Jennifer Garner in anything. Really like her. Wish she was used a bit more. She kind of sort of... they just got rid of her, I think. I don't know if it was because of that Elektra superhero film that bombed, which was an abomination. But she was hardly the abomination in that film. But she just seemed to disappear a lot. Anyway, so this one is a time travel thingy where Ryan Reynolds' character is shown at the start leaping back in time in a spaceship to the modern day, where he goes to a house where the character Walker Scobell is his younger self, and they interact, and it seems Ryan Reynolds there to stop the time travel thing happening, because of Catherine Keener, who is like this oligarch in the future who has Biff-like, and Biff comes up in the film. She's basically gone back in time and gamed the system. You know, like Biff in Back to the Future 2 gets the starts gambling, sends the book back to his old self in the 1950s to place bets on all the sporting events and becomes a billionaire that controls the world. She does similar with in a time travel way. Basically, she's partners with the Mark Ruffalo guy that invents time travel, but she basically takes control of the world by going back in time and preempting everything in her own vein. And Ryan Reynolds has lost his wife, played by Zoe Saldana. She has disappeared, and he's searching for her in the present day. He doesn't believe that she died, which is what everyone told him. He believes that she's gone back to the present day. I think that's his first motivation, actually, and he sort of comes around to the idea of stopping this time travel happening at all. It's a really slight premise. It is so slight, and it's just made up of other films, and there are lots and lots of other films that you continually see being referenced here. The charm of Ryan Reynolds is at its most deadbeat here. I actually found the Red Notice film that got trashed. I thought it was a lot more sparky. He's fine. Real standout here is Walker Scobell as a kid. He wipes the floor with everyone. He's great. He's very, very mean to his mum, played by Jennifer Garner. And I suppose the one high point of this film is the fact that the human relations between the father, Mark Ruffalo, and his two sons, but the same son in different ages, in Walker Scobell and Ryan Reynolds, and the relationship between Walker Scobell being really mean to his mum because he's lost his dad. I thought that was pretty strong. I thought that was quite human and quite well done, and the high point of the film. There are some quite touching scenes between all of the characters. The special effects are often very, very good. Some really colourful, beautiful special effects in this film. Obviously spent a lot of money on it, but there are a lot of downsides. The whole plot is so slight and doesn't always make sense. We've seen this thing about people going back into the past to stop an event happening that's going to ruin the world in the future. There is zero imagination added to that whole premise. None of the characters are particularly affecting or original either. They're not very well developed. I didn't mind the main crew of Reynolds, Scobell, Ruffalo and Garner, and even Keener and Saldana. I didn't mind them, but I wouldn't say that any of them were memorable characters at all. And you did feel like you'd been down this road so many times. I thought the action was really quite bland. The fighting and a lot of the shooting battles just didn't go anywhere. It was just like vapid, and it felt really. Oh, how long is this film? 106 minutes. It did feel quite padded out, but it felt so slight. It just didn't really. It offered nothing. It tried to be a sort of post-ET family friendly film, but it didn't have any magic at all. There was no point where, other than the odd scenario where the sort of families engage with each other and on an emotional level, which was occasionally affecting, nothing at all stuck with you. It was so bland. It was so written by numbers. It's like a group of nerdy filmmaking guys recalled the sci-fi films of the last 30 years and took the bits from them that they wanted to make into a film. It is a very non-eventful film. So I'm going to have to give The Adam Project, which is just barely worth a once through, even more forgettable than Fresh, even more quickly. I'm going to give The Adam Project a 5.5 out of 10, which ain't great. This is from